Justafrog! What are you doing? Are you trying to make a first-person game in Unreal Engine? Huh, that's what idiots do. I'm gonna show you how to make a first-person game in Fortnite. You may have seen my most recent video where I go over how in the new update with the new season in Fortnite, you can make first-person with a couple of the new devices they added. Without further ado, let me show you how to make first-person mode. It was pretty easy. But now that the season has been out for a couple of days, I've messed around with it and I found, I think, the perfect ways to make a first-person game within Fortnite using these devices. Some of the problems though would be crouching. Camera doesn't always follow you. But thanks to this user on x.com, we were able to figure it out. The point is that it's very easy to make a first-person game in Fortnite. But before I make one myself, I have to find out what makes a first-person game good and what makes a first-person game bad. So, I installed some of the greatest first-person games ever conceived, like Dead Island 2 and Half-Life 3 and Call of Duty. And after looking at these games for hours, I got a good idea of what a good first-person game has. One thing all these games have in common is zombies. And, you know, zombies are cool, but I need to make mine awesome. So, I gave my first-person game Zombies with Guns. And then I realized I needed like an actual level. So, I got to work. I built a corridor, I built a big factory, and then I built a spawn room. Gave some obstacles, decorated, did some other things, and it was basically done. Pretty easy. Building stuff is my strong suit, I guess. But once this was done, all I had to really do was make the first-person game. So I pulled out the orbit camera device and the, input controllers, and took my settings from my previous tutorial and I added on them. I made the distance lower and I changed the offset X. So once I did this, I also pulled out an input device, like I said, made it so when I crouch, I trigger a new input device with similar settings, but the altitude the camera was placed at was a lot lower to, suffice crouching. So once this was done, what I did was I made it so when you jump, the other camera goes back to solve the problem of it uncrouching, because having to hold down crouch isn't very fun. But once this was done, I just, I was all done. I was done. This was really easy to make a first-person game in Fortnite. Albeit not the best.
Can I see myself continuing to play it in its initial state? Not a chance.
But I think it works. And here's what it looks like. But yeah, that's how I made a first-person game in Fortnite. Pretty easy. Make sure to like and subscribe and use my code in the Fortnite store to support me.